It is Bruins Benders post game live here on the Inside the YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit like on the YouTube, and that would help us immensely. We are in Montreal. We had some free time, and that's not typically good for us because we don't have a lot of self-control. But we are here. 5-1 Bruins win. You like it or lump it. That's what happened. 5-1. The Bruins win. Pastrnak with a hat trick. Geekie with a goal. In fact, only Lindholm, Pastrnak, Geekie, the only forwards who had a point.
Correct.
5-1 win.
Correct.
Which is interesting. Not a lot of other offense from the forwards, but the Bruins get a win. I don't know if you love it, but Seattle plays San Jose. And hopefully Seattle will win. But the Bruins still in the fourth place here. Really can't catch Nashville anyway. So it's either fourth or fifth, I guess, coming up for the Bruins. But they win tonight. We're in Montreal. Couldn't really see the game. We saw some updates here and there. I mean, I'll be honest. Not a lot there for us to see. But it's nice to see that David Pastrnak get 5 points tonight.
5 points.
Yeah. And get this 40th goal of the season.
Excellent.
Good for him. Good night, everybody. Yeah.
Pastrnak with a hat trick tonight.
Yeah.
40 goals.
40 goals.
We're probably going to need the fans, you guys, the commenters,
bring it in
to actually tell us what happened during the course of the game, because we could not see it in Montreal. We tried to watch through streams. It's told you basically to fuck off. You're in Canada.
Yeah.
You can't watch it.
Yeah.
We apologize. They didn't really apologize, but no, that's what I'm saying. They apologize. You can't watch. Fuck you. No. See you later. So we tried our best to kind of figure out what was going on. We tried to go to a sports bar and watch the game. We ended up getting Canadians Flyers, which is not what we're looking for, because that has nothing to do with this. But here we are. And Pastrnak with 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Geekie with 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. And Elias Lindholm with 1 and 1. So it's good to see some of the guys that you count on for the Bruins to actually score and win a game. Do you want them to win at this point in time? I would say no, you don't. But they did, and here we are.
You know, I'll tell you, we didn't try that hard to watch the game. I mean, we asked once, and they didn't have it. So we watched Ottawa and Florida. We watched the New York Rangers and Devils.
We've been watching hockey since 12:30.
We have, since 12:30 in the afternoon. And it wasn't Bruins.
We've also been drinking since 12:30.
12:30 in the afternoon.
Yes.
So here we are in the Bruins Benders post game. And we appreciate everybody joining us. And the comment section's ripping it hard, which is nice. And we'll probably get to the comments soon here. I will say this: we had a episode go out recently that's out now on YouTube. So get ahead and check that out.
You should like it.
Yeah, like it, lump it, fucking all of it. Like,
you should
subscribe.
Give that bitch a thumbs up.
Hit the thumbs up on that one. That'll help the algorithms, as Bricktop told us on the Twitter. And the issue that we had first off, Nikita Zadorov was a big topic in his captaincy or prospective captaincy. We'd like him to be some sort of captain, assistant, so forth. We like him now. We didn't love him in the beginning. We like him more now. We think he's changing the culture. And one of the things about him is he's one of those guys that doesn't need to be managed. His emotions don't need to be managed. And now Nikita Zadorov is a guy, I don't really want to trade him right now. Matty's slurring his speech.
Matty's good friend, B, says Matty slurring his speech is gold.
You know what it is? You know, I was okay until here's the thing, okay? We had a beer and then
a beer?
Shut up. And then he said, have another before we leave. I'm the only one who had the other. I drill it.
What?
And I tell you, we had a beer, and then we had another beer.
This is patently false.
They had a nipple on the other one.
This is patently false.
I drill the second one so we can get out of there because we had to get back to the post game. Listen,
our friend Bill just said Matt is lying through his motherfucking teeth.
I am a professional. Okay. And I need to get back to the podcast. These assholes sucked on their beer.
Oh my God.
I drill it so we can pay the check and get back.
This
in the rain.
This may be in the rain. This may be the best post game ever.
You can believe who you want to believe.
This may be the best post game ever.
I'm telling you right now that this is what happened. And now it just sent me over there. I was fine until I had to take one for the team. I mean, it's the typical.
Dan Maynard said Matty is swaying and Smitty is struggling to keep his eyes open. This is the fucking best. Sorry, listen, John. I'll add that in for you, Dan Maynard.
If people don't subscribe to our subscription service, then there's something wrong with you.
You're missing out.
Yeah,
you're just flat out missing out.
I'll tell you what. Last night in Montreal here. And we were at an Irish pub called Hurley's, which is really nice.
Yeah.
We tried to get a we tried to get a black and tan.
The waitress at Hurley's was incompetent.
Struggle City.
Incompetent.
Yeah, Struggle City. We had a Jack Daniels blue, Jack and Blue, whatever the hell the fuck it's called. No, it's a Johnny Walker Blue. We had a shot. So we take the shot. Then we order a black and tan. And then she comes back with another shot. And we're like, what?
She did.
So she's like, wait a minute. I gave you another shot.
She asked if we ordered that. And we said no.
No.
And she said, I'll give you that on the house. So we had a second shot on the house.
Right.
The black and tan was not a black and tan.
No.
It was an entirely different collection of beers. Yep. It was not a Guinness.
I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was.
It was some kind of stout, and then it was some kind of thing that was not Bass Ale. So it was 100% not close to a black and tan. No. It didn't look like a black and tan. Oh. It looked like a poor man's version of a Guinness, and it was awful. It was not.
Pick up the glass.
It was not close.
And all I see is Smitty going,
yeah, that's not what we want.
That's not what we want at all.
That's not what we ordered. I'm like, don't fucking drink that.
Yeah, don't drink it.
That's not what we ordered.
Yeah.
And then we asked her, and she's like, well, we don't have that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say that when we fucking ordered the thing?
Yeah, I hear it. Isn't Canada beer great? Not really.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Canada. No, we have friends. We have friends throughout Canada.
We have friends.
Yes. Yeah. Canada beer is great.
Okay.
We had Molson Canadian. We had some other things that were very, very delicious.
Whatever. Okay. Give us the fucking beer we ordered.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
That's all.
That's true.
Just give us the beer we ordered.
That's true.
That's all. We had Blue Moons. We had pictures of Blue Moons, which is not Canadian. It's universal. And we had oranges in it. And it was fine. We were watching Ottawa Senators, Florida Panthers, watching the Panthers lose again.
We watched
Rangers, Devils. Devils dusted the Rangers.
Yeah.
And we were just sitting there. We had some wings. We had some nachos. We're doing fine. And then we go to Hurley's Irish Pub. And now, we get not what we ordered. We order a shot. We get a second shot we didn't order. We try to get a black and tan. It's just black. Not tan. Just black.
No tan involved.
That's it.
At all.
And now here we are back in the hotel room. Because we're professionals, we have to get this done and we want to be here for you. Okay.
What he said.
So here we are. Let's see. Matty just works his lavender and cucumber drink. Listen to me.
I love the fact. Okay.
Listen.
You shut up for a second. I love the fact. I love the fact that you are busting his balls about this. I love it. And as a matter of fact, you shut up again. I love the fact that you're busting his balls about it, and you should continue to do that over and over and over again.
Listen, Zachary, don't sleep on lavender. It's a really good flavor.
Lavender is a smell, not something you drink. It is a smell.
You shut your heterosexual mouth. that is lavender is really good. It's really good. Like seriously, like a lavender martini, a little bit of lavender in it.
Lavender
pretty good taste.
Smell for your fucking bath and feeling good about yourself.
It's calming.
It's calming if you have it as a scent.
Yeah.
Not drinking it.
I'm telling you.
Drinking lavender
Zach is right.
like drinking fucking flowers.
No, Zach is. I'm telling you, lavender is a really good little flavor. And you should have a lavender type martini whenever you can. Tonight I just had beer. I had a drink I didn't order, all that stuff. I had some Johnny Walker Blue. Great. But I didn't have any martinis tonight, which is a shame because martinis are good.
I love martinis.
Lavenders are good.
The night is still young. Our friend Bill said the night is still young.
The night is still young.
And martinis may be on our horizon.
Our friend Bill is laying down, so that's probably not a good sign. But okay, so let's so the Bruins win tonight, 5-1.
5-1. Didn't see the game. We have no idea what happened.
None.
You guys will have to tell us what happened. We are relying on you for what happened during the game. We cannot break down the game at all.
No.
We have no idea what happened other than the statistics.
So listen, put your sips in. My sip was an espresso martini with Disaronno, which I'll tell you what, if you love espresso martinis, have them put some Disaronno in it. It's a game changer.
That's amazing.
And then a mango margarita, yum. And then water because I got nervous I would have to drive to Montreal to get the Benders. That's a 5-hour trip, 4-hour-ish trip. So yeah, so B is very supportive.
She's very supportive of the boys.
I'll tell you what, the Disaronno, we actually the first time I ever experienced Disaronno, B and I were in North Korea, New Hampshire. No, I'm sorry. We're in Boston at the Oyster House. Boston.
Union Oyster House.
Union Oyster House in a Faneuil Hall area.
Mm-hmm.
They had Disaronno in it. We had this espresso martini. We're like, oh my God, this is delicious. Like, how did you make it? And he's like, you know what? The secret is a little bit of Disaronno.
Fuck you.
I'm like, are you shitting me?
Fuck you.
And since then, amazing. The lavender drinks are mine. He just steals them, which is worse. You know what? Let's not slander me right now.
We 100% should be slandering Matt.
Let's not slander me.
No, we should be slandering.
But the lavender, I was turned on by the lavender.
We should be slandering you at all chances.
Yeah,
all accounts.
You guys are fucking assholes.
I mean, that's what goes without saying.
Yeah. So Bruins win. Let's see what else happened. Talk amongst yourselves. I have to step away for a second. Hold on. Oh my God, that hurt. Go ahead.
What is
so Bruins win 5-1. Pastrnak with 100 goals.
What is Jesus Christ? What is happening right now? All right. Here we go. I think you just silenced me.
Did I? Oh shit. Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. Hit that again. You good now? I hear you.
You silenced me.
Okay. I hear you.
Matt, when he got up, muted me. So that's it's fantastic.
I hear you.
Here we go. All right. Let's hit some of these comments while Matt, collects himself. Or
let me
fuck he's doing.
Let me collect all of myself.
Damien says, let's see if these guys are trying to break their losing streak record. I don't think they are trying to break anything. I think they're trying to lose, and I think they're doing it on purpose. And I think that's what they should be doing. They won tonight. They shouldn't have won. They need to continue to lose so they can stay within the top 4 and get a draft pick that will be an impactful player for the Bruins next year.
Here's the thing. I think that they, I think they're playing, for the most part, they play fairly hard.
Mm-hmm.
They suck. Yeah. But they're a lot better at home. And I said to Smitty, I'm like, they're going to win a home game here at some point. And they won tonight. They won a home game. Carolina's been up and down. Carolina's a weird team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're very talented. I don't know what their problem is, but they just can't seem to get over the hump. And, Bruins come in and they're sick of losing. And look, I get it. Look, their players don't care about the draft position because a lot of them don't know if they'll be on the team. Draft position doesn't mean a hill of beans difference to some of these players. It doesn't.
No.
So they don't even have that in mind. They want to win. They want to try to earn the next contract. They want to try to play really hard and show their worth and all that stuff. So they went out and won tonight, and they won fairly handily. And you know what? That's great. I mean, look it. I love the Bruins. I want them to win. I don't necessarily. I think they'll be in a good draft position. I think they'll be 4th now. I thought they'd be 7th earlier, but they really tanked it. Now they'll be 4th, and I think in 4th position they have a chance to get to 1st or 2nd, or wherever. We'll see where the balls drop, and then at the least, I think they'll be like right in the 4th spot and look at a pretty good player.
Yeah, I think they will be. I think they'll be looking at a pretty good player. I think they'll be looking at possibly winning the lottery. And like we said earlier, the worst they can do if they're in the 4th spot is 6th. So they should be able to get an impactful player at that point in the draft. Dan Maynard says, I'd love to win, at least to say we got a win in here, but I can't see it happening against the Canes at this point. This was obviously earlier on. The Bruins do win 5-1. Big win against the Canes, against a good playoff caliber team. So it's good to see. Dan Maynard also says, apparently we're just here to watch these teams compete on who can get the most icing calls. Most moist. Moist is not a word that women are fans of.
Not the women I know. No.
So here we are.
So here we are.
I don't know how many icing calls there were during the game, Dan Maynard. You would have to tell me what happened during the game as far as the icing calls go. On a positive note, though, Sway looking good out there. Knock on wood.
Sway has actually played pretty well the last few games, games. Coming around a little bit. I think Swayman will be better next year. He's going to have to be. Let's be honest. He's going to have to be. I think he knows he has to be. I think he'll be more focused. I think they'll figure that out. And I think he'll be better. That's one of the things that I'm looking for coming into the offseason. But then they need to get more forwards who can produce. They probably need another defenseman too. Depending on Hampus Lindholm, and they lost Brandon Carlo. I mean, they need a right shot D. They might need a left shot D if Hampus isn't ready. There's a lot of question marks there. They have to figure out who they're riding with from here on out. Who are they bringing back? Who aren't they bringing back? That's another thing. But I think for the most part, I think that Swayman is probably going to be better next year. And I think you're starting to see that now. He's a little more focused. We saw him in Montreal, and he played pretty well. I mean, he looked like he was sharp. They scored some goals. And Brendan Gallagher scores a goal wide open in the slot. Cole Caulfield scores a goal. Great play by Suzuki. No chance to save it. No, two of the 3 goals, he had no chance. So I think that now,
Casey Mittelstadt passed it
right to Gallagher to score. So, I think Swayman's been playing better, and I am really thinking that he'll be better next year. Now, is that good enough to be a good team or a bad team? Or I don't know. I have no idea what that means. But I think the goaltending will be okay. I think it's really the forward group. They need more offense. They need more production. They need to be, just harder to play against. They need to change the culture. They need to do a lot of different things to be a better team. Now, you can look at the teams now. Montreal, Rangers, Ottawa. Right now, the Rangers and Canadians are fighting for the second playoff spot. Are they great teams? Rangers aren't a great team. The Bruins, could make a couple of moves and be right in the mix next year. They could.
100%.
Now, whether or not that's good or bad or whatever, doesn't mean they're going to win the Stanley Cup, but they could make the playoffs next year if they made a couple of moves. Whether it's good enough for, the long-term health of the team, I have no idea. But I think that's a thing that you can look for, is that they can definitely, and I think Don Sweeney will want to make the playoffs next year. I think they'll try to do it. I just want to see what they do to make it happen. I'm not sure what that is. What else you got? The smiles and excitement on Pasta's face with these last 2 goals is great to see. He's finally back to his old self. Even if they lose, I'm just stoked to see that guy having a good time out there. And Dan, I think it's a great point. I don't think we've seen a real Pastrnak for most of the year. He hasn't been like the jovial, like happy-go-lucky kind of free stealth. Maybe he's doing better now. I think that he's really looking to see what they're doing in the offseason. I think that Pastrnak is a guy who's really kind of looking to see what the direction of this team is and organization. I think it's important to him. So it's really going to be important to see what they do in the offseason and how Pastrnak responds to it. Because if it keeps going this way, Pastrnak can't be happy about it. Now, it's 2 years in a row now where he's completely controlled the offense. So he's been far and away the best offensive player, and he needs help. And I think that he knows that. I think that the organization knows that. And I wonder, how much that weighs on him. I'm not sure. See, Matthew Curtis, it'd be amazing to see if Pasta somehow got to 100 points. It's a long shot, but I'll really prefer to keep losing. Pastrnak has a real chance to it now. I mean, what does he have? 92 points now. So he's 8 points away with 5 left. I mean, he can do that.
Sure,
of course he can.
Sure he can.
So I think it's going to be really close to 100. I'd love to see him get 100 points. Another 100-point season on a shit team. It says a lot about him.
We talked about it earlier today. What's this next closest guy? 47 points?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Next closest guy was 45 coming in. Geekie, he had a couple points tonight.
Yeah.
So maybe 47. But he has over double the points, or just about double the points the next guy has. And last year he was 110 to 67.
67, yeah.
Yeah, he was 43 points better than Marchand. So again, he's 45 points better than the next guy now. So it just can't happen.
No.
So that's 2 years in a row now where he's been that far and away better, more productive than the next guy.
Yeah, he needs help. And we've talked about it at length, but they really need to improve the forward group. The forward group is lacking. It's one of the worst forward groups in the entire NHL.
Yeah.
And he needs help. And hopefully Sweeney this season will go out and spend in order to bring in some elite talent, whether it's Marner or Ehlers or Besser. But they really need to bring in some elite talent. Hopefully it's this year. If it's not, maybe it's Eichel next year and they make a play for, that number 1 center. We'll see what happens. But, there's some opportunities here to get better with either some of the free agents through the draft. They should have, a top 4, top 5 pick. And there's some, legitimate center prospects in this draft. So there's a chance that they can really improve here in the next year or two and start to make a push to come back and get into the playoffs and make some noise. So we'll see what happens.
Dan Maynard says, my worry right now is we don't have the best track record of having a great first period followed by a solid second period. Second periods have been dreadful with this team all season long. It's been an issue all season. And that's something that they need to be better at. They come out in the first period okay. Second period, complete fall on your face, flat. So, that's definitely a concern. Power play, concern. Penalty kills become a concern. Used to be a staple of the team.
It did.
Brandon Carlo's gone. Before he even left, it was bad. So
really bad.
That's another improvement needs to be made. Let's see. We need to be involved in the top 3 to 4 pick discussion. Though Misa, Martone, Higgins, says Odysseys. I will say it again. I want Anton Frondell. That's the guy I want. I think he's the most NHL ready, most mature player, good size, center. I'm okay with that guy. Higgins, I have a lot of doubts with. Misa, obviously, yeah. If they can get Schaefer or Misa, great. But when after that, I'm not big on McQueen. Maybe Desnoyers. I don't know. I haven't seen him much. But right now, I say Anton Frondell. Someone saw on Twitter put together some advanced metrics. Pastrnak was actually the true Hart Trophy winner, most valuable to his team by a mile. Team would have less points than the Sharks. Yeah, Matthew, that's correct. I mean, if Pastrnak wasn't this team, I mean, this team would be the worst team in the league.
We've said that numerous times.
Worse than the Sharks.
100%. 100%
bad.
True. 100% true.
I mean,
100%.
bad. Like, this team has 71 points now. There's no way they get close to it without Pastrnak. I mean, he has shown every bit of worth he has.
He is the offense.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Look, if you don't like David Pastrnak, first of all, go pound sand. Secondly, if you don't like him, fine. But you can't deny that the guy has been fantastic this season. Like, in all aspects. Leadership and two-way play, all of it. Like, he stuck up for Swayman the other night. Like, he's trying like hell.
With everything that's went wrong with this team, he's been the one thing that you can count on.
I mean, he's the guy you pay like the $120 to go pay the ticket.
100%.
Like, who else would you watch? Who else would you buy a jersey?
He's the only reason right now to watch this team.
Yes. 100%.
Only reason.
He has his flaws. Of course he does. But for God's sakes, shut up and watch the guy play. I mean, the guy is going to be one of the top Bruins ever to play.
Sure.
And he's been just fantastic on a team that has been just, I mean, the worst season maybe in ever, maybe in a while is this season. With all of the tumultuous stuff happening. Like that, you got to give Pastrnak a lot of credit. I mean, he's tried like hell. He's tried to be a leader. He's tried to play by example.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing other things he hasn't done in the past, and he's still producing on a team that can't produce. So if you want to trade him, go ahead. But how is that going to make you better?
Not.
Like, people are still saying like trade Pastrnak and help the rebuild. How? Who are you going to get? Who are you going to get? He's one of the top goal scorers in the world. Like, what are you going to get to help that?
I've said it all along. Goal scorers don't grow on trees.
They don't grow on trees, dude.
If you have a 40, 50, 60 goal scorer, you keep him and you build around. You don't trade him for bit parts that end up being less than what he is. You just don't.
100% true.
So, yeah.
100% true. If this mini coil Minton is cooping on the big stage, you really need to deal two of Mittelstadt, Lindholm, Zacha in no particular order, or well, maybe in that exact order. Yeah, there's an issue now with center. You don't have a great number one center, but you have this influx of centers that you need to probably make a decision on.
You have an influx of third line centers that aren't very good.
Yeah, you have like a bunch of the same guy.
Yeah, so Mittelstadt is, decent offensively, awful defensively. Yeah. Lindholm is good defensively and on a face-offs, but awful offensively. Zacha is kind of a, average at everything.
Yeah. I think he's a better wing.
So he's a better wing. So you have some things, some decisions to make there where you have to decide what you're going to do with these guys. Does Fraser Minton come in and supplant one of these guys? Does Matthew Poitras come in and supplant one of these guys?
Yeah, who knows?
Does one of the draft picks come in and supplant one of these guys? Maybe. So there's opportunities, I would say, for some of the new guys to come in and take control of one of these spots, and instead of what is happening right now with what the Bruins have going on.
Yeah, I think that's look at their centers are all kind of the same and similar. Now you have to decide who you're rolling with, and I don't know who that is. I don't know if they stay with Mittelstadt. I'd like to see Zacha on the wing. Maybe Poitras plays on the wing.
Yeah,
I have no idea. But they have to get some more offense. And they have to decide whether or not that's center again, which if it's a lot of the same, I wouldn't do it. I'd rather get a winger that can score goals and then go from there. Let's see what else we have here. I've never played hockey and I have arthritis in my back. And I could probably get 40 points with Pastrnak on my side, says Dan Maynard. Yeah, it's true. It's 100% true. Hey, throw your sips in tonight. We had some sips. We had Blue Moon. We had Johnny Walker Blue shot.
We had a fake black and tan.
Yeah, we had a fake black and tan. We had an 1800 silver shot.
We had an 1800 silver shot. We had some other shot too, right?
Yeah, we
tequila.
had tequila. Yeah.
18, that's 1800 silver.
Yeah, it's 1800 silver. And then we had some Blue Moon and some. I had a whole garden. You guys had it to Corona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lots of pitchers, lots of beers, lots of shots, and here we are.
Yeah. Adrian says I'm blacked out again since it's in Carolina. Albeit 6 hours away, so I'm depending on you guys tonight. Look at Bruins win tonight. They
Adrian, we apologize.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
you can't depend on us.
No, at all. But I'll tell you this: they broke a 10 game losing streak.
There you go.
You know, they avoided the worst losing streak
in the history of the franchise
in 101 years of the franchise. Yeah, 1924-25 was 11 game streak. They had a 10 game streak.
I think we may have blacked out tonight as well, Adrian.
Yeah, that's probably pretty true. Let's see. These fucking idiots can't even lose when it counts. Yeah, Sean, I get it. I thought they'd win one more game. I thought they'd win at home somewhere. I thought they'd beat Chicago. I didn't think they'd win this one. We'll see what happens tomorrow night in Buffalo. Who knows? Buffalo's playing better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe they lose in Buffalo. And then maybe they would lose them out.
Dan Maynard is going to have to tell us what chuffed means.
I am fucking chuffed with a hat trick. What is chuffed?
We're going to need to know what chuffed means.
I can develop a conclusion.
Is that like a rect? Is that hard?
Chubby?
Is that hard?
Yeah, is it hard? Is it chub? Is it semi? What is chuffed in Australian?
We need to know. We need to know what that is.
We need to know.
We do.
Absolutely, we do. A couple of things that happened tonight. What happened tonight? Oh, there was a couple of things that happened tonight out and about. We're going to talk about.
Yes.
Let's see what those
100%.
I have those here on my.
We have a question, mostly for the men. Adrian can chime in if she wants.
Okay,
but it's mostly for the men.
Okay.
Would you be more apt to go with a girl who was a 10? Gorgeous, but high maintenance. So an issue. Every time you go out, other guys are looking at her. She's a pain in the ass. Or would you be more apt to go with a girl who's very cute, not gorgeous, cute? So we're talking maybe like a 7.5, but is low maintenance and doesn't cause you the drama that the high maintenance girl causes.
Yeah, okay. So hot girl, high maintenance.
Hot girl, high maintenance.
Cute girl,
low maintenance. Where do you guys fall in that discussion?
Yeah.
We need to know the answers to this.
Yeah, I mean, that's an important discussion we have tonight. Second discussion is cheese pizza. Okay. Cheese pizza.
We saw this tonight, by the way. We saw it tonight. At a bar.
Smitty almost lost his mind.
I almost grabbed a fork or a knife and threw it at this guy because I watched him cut a cheese pizza with a fork and knife.
And eat it with a fork.
Yeah. This is an issue.
Blasphemy.
I'll
tell you what right now.
Can't fucking do that.
Pick up the slice, fold it over.
Pick it up.
Eat it.
Fold it in half and eat it.
There's no toppings.
There's nothing on the pizza that would make you need to cut it up into small bites.
Yes.
If you have an everything pizza that has all the fucking vegetables on it, all the meats on it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Sloppy.
It's sloppy. It falls down. I get it. Cut the thing up.
Yeah.
But if you have a cheese pizza or some other one topping pizza, like a cheese and pepperoni or a cheese and sausage or just a pepper and onion, you can't fucking do that.
No,
you can't.
No, that's if you have a cheese pizza, fold it up and eat it. Like there's no need for a fork and knife. If you're eating pizzas that don't have a lot of shit toppings on it, and you're eating it with a fork, with all these toppings, or without the toppings, with cheese pizza, then I don't know what's wrong with you. It's a problem, and it's there's some pizza etiquette there.
There certainly is.
And tonight it was lost on some people in Montreal. Yeah, hot girl, high maintenance, or cute girl, low maintenance. I'll tell you right now, you go cute girl, low maintenance. Cute girl, great personality, great sense of humor, willing to do whatever, like go on adventures. Like, hey, let's pack up and go whatever here tomorrow. Okay, great. Like that girl, give me that girl 100 times out of 100.
Cute girl, low maintenance.
Yes.
All day long.
Yes. Yeah. Roll the punches. Yeah. Give me that girl every time. Maybe when I was 22, I go the other way, but not now. Not now at all. What else we got? Hit the live there. I don't know what's happening recently, but yeah, Bruins win tonight 5-1. We are in Montreal for the last night here. We go back tomorrow. Should be wonderful. What did Inside the Rink say? A few beers have been had, and a few more after that. Getting some audio fixed, and we are live. Yeah, Connor was a little concerned. He was like, "Matt, are you good?" He was
concerned that we would not make it in time.
Yeah.
But look, here we are as professionals doing the post game live.
He says, "Dan, chuffed." Do I even want to know what that means? I don't know.
I do want to know what it means.
Did he say? Yeah, we'll scroll down. Maybe fucking answered it.
It means happy.
Happy. Oh, he's happy. Chuffed. Chuffed means happy. Yeah.
So
that's
not
what I thought it meant at all.
Yeah. No, yeah. I didn't think so.
How plastered are you two right now? I mean, we're in good shape.
We're not.
No. Stop it. Yeah.
How placid? Out of a 1 to 10 for you,
yeah.
In the history of Matt Barrie,
yeah.
In the history of drunkenness, where are you at right now?
Okay, I'm 52 years old. The history of Matt Barrie, how drunk am I? I'd say probably about a 7.
Okay, I was going to say a 6. So we're in the ballpark.
Yeah, I've only thrown up from drinking twice in my entire life.
I'm more than that. I'm more than that. So that's why I'm a 6 and you're probably a 7.
7. Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, we wouldn't drive anywhere. We wouldn't give life advice.
We walked all around Montreal tonight.
My God.
And I'll tell you what, last night we went to the Snow Patrol concert.
Yes.
And I don't know if you're Snow Patrol fans or not Snow Patrol fans. It doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter a lick. Tell you what, though, it was one of the top 5 concerts I've ever seen in my entire life. The crowd, fantastic. It was a small venue. Snow Patrol sounded just like they do on the CD. It sounded just like the radio.
That was good.
They were fantastic live. The lead singer was energetic. He was engaging the crowd. The crowd was into it. It was fantastic. And we were bombed, and it was great.
Yeah, and I'm not a big Snow Patrol guy. I know one song, Chasing Cars, that you probably all know. But in a small venue with that location, and the crowd had a lot of energy, electricity to it, and they sounded great. Like I agree. Like it was a really good concert. Like I don't know any of the songs, but it was really well done. I mean, they did a really good job, and the crowd loved it. And there's a fire behind us, I guess. But
yeah,
other than that, it was a great. It was a really good concert. It really was. I mean, that venue, Olympique, Olympique,
La Olympia,
Olympique, whatever. Yeah, that's a setting that it's almost like nightclub feel. Has no seats.
No seats.
So you just go and stand. The balcony has some seats behind it. It seats about 2,400 people.
Yeah.
It's an old theater kind of feel.
Great.
It's a really great setting for a small venue like that. And they were really good.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I'll give it to you. They were really good. Let's see what else. The boys had more than a few beers. I have video proof. Yeah, sent a couple of videos to B, and yeah, we had more than a few alcoholic beverages. Look, 12:30. What time is it now?
10:18.
10:18. So we're 10 hours since we had our first beer.
We've been drinking for 10 hours.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we have. And we started slow.
The fact that we can do this as we're doing it right now, after having 10 hours worth of beers, I think you have to give us fucking kudos.
I think you have to subscribe to whatever the fuck I think
you have to be impressed with us.
Yeah, I mean,
at
honestly,
the very least,
to be able to function like this.
I know.
I mean, and I'm sobering up as we do this.
I've only thrown up in my mouth a few times.
Yeah, just a couple. We had some wings. We had some nachos. You know, we went to this place, Irish pub.
We did.
Early's. That was a really good little place.
I wanted Matt to stand in the window, but he wouldn't. Yeah,
he wanted me to stand in the window like a leprechaun, and I just wouldn't do it. I mean, there's certain boundaries I have to do.
Zach K says, "That's it, boys. Fucking enjoy Montreal."
Yeah,
and I'll tell you what, Zach. We've had a fucking ball here.
We have. It's a great city.
It's a great city. The people have been fantastic. Yep. The bars have been great. Everything has been top notch. We would 100% recommend that people come here. We would recommend going here again. We will come here again 100%. So yeah, everybody should come to Montreal, and they should hang out with us when they come.
Yeah, I honestly, I look at B said to me earlier today, she said, "You guys gonna see a museum or anything?" I'm like, I don't think these guys are museum guys. I'm gonna sit at a pub.
Tell you what, I'm a little bit of a museum guy.
You are a museum guy?
I mean, not really, but I am.
Seriously?
Yeah. Okay. So when I was a kid, my dad used to take me to all of the museums, and I hated the hell out of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Hated it.
Okay.
Hated it.
That's kind of what I remember about you.
But I would see priceless works of art and different things, and I would be like, so now looking back on it, I would say I saw that in person, and I'm happy about that.
Okay. Happy? Okay.
So now looking back, I say, maybe I am a little bit of a museum guy. Okay. But at the time, did I want to do it? No, I didn't. I was forced.
Okay. All right. So now
I don't know where.
I don't think maybe.
I don't know where that falls.
Okay.
Would I just go out of my own volition to a museum? Okay. Probably not. If there was drinks available, I would probably go to the drinks rather than the museum.
There were a couple of churches we saw that I might actually slip into tomorrow because, one, I should probably do it. And two, they look beautiful.
I'm going to convert. We need to pray.
We're going to convert. What are we converting to?
I need to convert to Catholicism.
Catholicism. All right. Smitty is a Catholic starting now. Yeah. All right. Great. Yeah. Buffalo Trace tonight for Matthew Curtis.
Attaboy, Matthew. Get after it.
Boy. I mean, attaboy. How many shots did we have? We had 2 shots. One we paid for. Second one, we ordered something else altogether. We had 3.
Yes, we did. 2
we paid for. The third one, we didn't want it all. But we took it like a champ.
Like a champ.
Yeah, we did. The what was it? Johnny Walker Blue.
Johnny Walker Blue.
Yeah.
We had 1800 tequila.
Yeah.
Then we had double shots of Johnny Walker Blue.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. One of them we paid for, one of them we didn't.
Producer Connor said B is a saint for putting up with Matty.
Well, I mean that
is a given.
Look, it is something that a lot of people haven't wanted to do in life.
And B also says this is absolute chaos. She's 100% right.
It's chaos.
We have no idea what's happening.
Cats and dogs living together.
How many shots of blue did y'all have? 2.
Two of blue.
2 of blue.
Yeah, one of 1800 silver.
One of 1800 silver, and many pitchers.
Many pitchers of beer.
Matty
just wants his lavender and cucumber drink. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Matty's kind of a soft.
Yeah, he's soft. He's soft as church music.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Hazmick says, "Way to go, boys. Way to fuck up the tank."
Yeah. Hey,
I mean,
they did a little bit, but I'll be honest with you. I think they're okay. They're not going to catch Nashville. Look, I mean, they're 7 points ahead or 9 points ahead now. They're not going to catch Nashville, so they're in 4th. I think they can stay there even with this win tonight. I think they're okay. Seattle has to win a game or 2.
Yeah,
and I think they're all right. I think tonight's win is not that damaging. I really don't.
Yeah. Zach K says Matty just wants his lavender and cucumber drinks.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we were at a bar, not today, but yesterday, where Matty had something that was, should I call it girlish or no?
What was it?
Your fucking whatever thing at the
at
the Dominion bar.
I was at Dominion. Oh, I had it was called the French 75. It was limoncello. It was limoncello vodka. It was Bombay gin, limoncello, and it was a
flowers.
No, fuck you. It wasn't flowers. It was Bombay gin, limoncello, and like a prosecco or something with bubbles
and lavender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Look if I can't be in touch with my masculinity, then I don't want to do this. Okay. All right. Okay. People here think they're all macho and shit.
Yeah, they're macho.
You're not macho for anything.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you right now, this thing was pretty good. And I had a couple of them.
You did.
They were fine.
It was good. Yeah. I tried it.
Yeah.
It was good.
They were fine.
I had old fashions.
Yeah. You had a couple old fashions. Yeah. I thought it was fine.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. Let's see. We already did here. B sip. What do we have here? Who else is in the? Let's go all the way down to the bottom and see what recently was said.
Okay. Zach K says, "I'm laughing so hard, boys."
Yeah. Well, good, Zach.
Zach, we are here for your entertainment,
for your general entertainment.
It's seriously that is why we came on tonight.
Yeah,
because we really did not watch the game. We couldn't watch it. We have no idea what happened. We just watched, saw the box score. We didn't even see the highlights. We have literally no idea what happened during the game. We are only here for
Zero.
you. We are drunk and we are here for you.
Right.
And that's all that is happening.
That's it. This is, what does that say? This is 100. What's the bottom one?
This one?
Yeah. This is 1000% being clipped. Yeah. Connor's working on us to use this against us in a court of law. Let's see. Pastrnak happens.
We were carried by our first line, and Sway was good.
Yeah, I mean the first line. Look at the first line's done everything. I mean the second, third, and fourth lines like do nothing. Yeah, like this is a one-line team.
100% a one-line team.
1000%. It's really Pastrnak.
It reminds me of the '80s Bruins when it was Neely and Oates or Neely and
whatever.
Danny.
And the rest of them did nothing.
And
that's what it is.
Chat was very active today, says Dame Maynard. Dame Maynard also says Matthew Curtis pasta certainly happened. Is Matty going to spew? He may have been going to throw up, but he came back super quick, so I don't know, exactly what was happening.
No, it wasn't a throw up. Wasn't a throw up.
What were you doing?
I went to grab my phone, which was charging.
Okay.
And I just wanted to, just to have, I needed to share to X and everything.
Yeah, I know.
B says that here is some slander with Matty. Matty is super loud. We had this discussion today.
We did have this discussion.
Yes, we did. Smitty says that his wife says that in public settings, Smitty can be loud. He'll say like, that guy's a fucking jerk off. And then she'll be like, look you're so loud. Why are you so loud? And B says the same thing about me. Like, Jesus, you're loud. Like, we'll be out and about. And I'll be like, well, dude, look at this fucking jack off.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, Jesus, would you be quiet?
Say that and
stop talking. I'm like, how is this guy hearing me? Like, he doesn't hear me.
No.
I don't understand.
This is how we talk.
Yes. Right here.
This is how we talk.
Yes.
We are a couple of assholes.
Yes.
From just outside of Boston.
Yeah.
And this is how we fucking talk.
Yes, this is how we talk.
All the time.
Yeah.
So if you don't like it, you're gonna have to peace out. Because this is what you're gonna get all the time.
All the time.
It's not going to change.
No.
It's not going to change.
So we're on the boat, and I'm like, hey, geez, look at this fucking guy over here. And she's like, Jesus, will you, Jesus, you're so loud.
Bruins 1970 says, you guys are champs. Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, we are champs.
We are champs.
Champions of the world.
We love you, Bruins 1970. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Connor, I am heading to bed in a few minutes. They are officially your responsibility, says B. Yeah. Our responsibility. Or which one of the Benders fans are closest to Montreal?
Who was it? Liam Perkins, right?
Liam Perkins was, and so was someone else on X said they were in Montreal watching. Hugh Fraser. I don't know if he's listening right now.
Hey, someone gave us a recommendation for Hurley's Pub.
Excellent. Great recommendation.
We loved it. Yeah. We went today, had a great time there. So whoever sent that out, I apologize for not remembering who it was. Obviously, we're slightly intoxicated. Slightly intoxicated. But we really appreciate the recommendation. We loved it. We had a great time there. And we appreciate the recommendation.
Yeah. Let's see. Don't underestimate that it was Freddie Anderson tonight. Pasta feeds on ex-Leafs goalies. Yeah. I mean, look, Pasta scored a lot of goalies. He scored almost 400 goals. Tonight he had what, 386 goals.
What an asshole.
Yeah. Look at this over here. Yeah.
What an asshole.
Yeah. Our friend Bill is asleep.
He's not asleep because he sent this.
Oh, he sent it. What are you guys doing at the podcast? Waking your ass up is what we're doing. Yeah. What are we doing after the podcast?
Nothing.
Yeah, waking his ass up.
Nothing as far as you're concerned.
Yeah, Jesus.
And as far as anyone else is concerned.
We are doing nothing with you.
We're not doing anything.
Yeah.
We're going to bed.
Yeah.
Because it's been a very long day.
Yeah. We are very old. Yeah. Bill slept till like 11 and he did sleeping right now again.
And so did I.
Yeah, you did. Let's see. What else we got? Win the lotto and get Misa and sign Pionk or some other decent right D.
I like the Pionk idea.
You like Pionk?
I do, because I think he's a good defensive defenseman. Okay. I think I would rather have Pionk, obviously, than Yoki Haru.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in love with
I'm not a Yoki Haru guy.
And I think they're going to need a top right shot D, and I think Pionk could be the guy. So I really like it. I Zach Hayes, I really love that suggestion.
Really?
Honestly. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I think they'll have to pay for it. And will they do that? No, they won't. They won't do it. And I think Pionk will go somewhere else, and he'll go someplace where he can win.
Okay.
Which is obviously not the Bruins.
Yeah. Let's see. What else we got? We would be a 36-point team without Pastrnak. Probably pretty close.
100%.
My God. Yeah, they wouldn't be very good without him. What else we have? Can't trade Pasta. You will search 10+ years to replace him. Yes, he's a generational player.
He really is.
He's a big-time goal scorer.
Really is.
I mean, those don't. I mean, look at right now the active goal scorers. Draisaitl has 399. Matthews has 397, and Pastrnak has like 386.
Yeah,
I mean, he's one of the top 3 goal scorers in the league.
Active goal scorers in the league.
Yes.
Besides Crosby.
And Ovechkin. But I mean, the younger guys, like he's right up there with Draisaitl and
Matthews.
Better
than McDavid.
Better than McDavid. Yes. Yeah. In fact, he has the most goals, or he did coming into this year, the most goals the last 3 years in the league.
Yeah.
Was Pastrnak. So, I mean, what are you going to replace him with?
Matthews had a down year. Matthews this year only has 29 goals.
Are you going to replace him with a 200-foot player? We like the 200-foot players. How about Joe Sacco today? He's talking about Fraser Minton and saying that want him to be. We hear that he's been hardworking and reliable in Providence. And then Minton says, yeah, I just want to be a hardworking player, which good on him. He's speaking the language. But for fuck's sake, can you just let the guy play offense and not worry about the hardworking, reliable bullshit? It's not getting you anywhere. Let him score.
We talked about this. We talked about
God, it's awful.
We talked about this.
That's enough of it.
Does Fraser Minton crack the lineup because he's talking the right language?
Yes, he's saying
the right things.
Fantastic. Good on him. He's figured it out that's what he has to say. John Beecher must be saying all sorts of great shit.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't done a fucking thing.
Nope.
So he's in the lineup every night. But he must be speaking the language.
Still only a career high of 9 goals.
Jesus Christ. Like, oh my God. I can't wait for you all to watch this back. The reading abilities are on point. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm reading right now on any of this. We're on a Mac computer and I can't see the fucking comments at all.
I can't see anything because I need glasses.
He doesn't have glasses on. I can't see it because I'm looking across him. It's just a shit show of epic proportions. Let's see. Sip is Bullet. Kentucky bourbon. Don't like it. Going back to Crown. Yeah, I'm a big Crown guy, Zach. I like Crown and Ginger. There's a blackberry Crown out there that's pretty good, sneaky good. There's also the apple Crown and stuff, but I'm always been a Crown and Ginger guy.
I like the Bullet. I like the Bullet. I think it's it's pretty good. But I tell you what, last night at the concert, a lot of it wasn't Jack. What was it? What the hell was it?
I don't know. Jameson and Ginger.
Jameson and Ginger last night.
You did.
Drank the hell out of those things, and it was fantastic.
Zach, Super Sex is burned down or something. It's no longer around.
Yeah, Club Super Sex is not there anymore.
It is not here.
We will not be frequenting any strip clubs.
No establishments
this weekend.
No, listen,
because
we're professionals. We're committed people.
We're committed to the hockey. It's not about. It's not about the sex.
Not about the sex.
It's not about that. Sorry to disappoint you. Zach.
Yeah, it's okay.
It just isn't about that.
No, it's not about the sex. We turned down the sex. We want all the hockey.
It's not about that. It's about it's about the hockey.
Yeah. Yeah. Cute girl, says Matthew Curtis.
As far as you know.
Matthew Curtis wants the cute girl. I agree with you, Matthew. It's a great pull by you. I love it. Low maintenance, no drama, 100%. I have learned the hard way, says Zach. Yes. I think we all have.
I think Zach is 100% right. I think that is the way to go. I think anybody that knows anything and has lived a life.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why this isn't working.
I don't know either.
But it isn't.
Cute goal, low maintenance for Sean Michael too. High maintenance can go fuck itself. Yes, Sean.
Yeah.
Adrian says low maintenance humans every time, including friends. I agree with you. I don't need the drama.
Including friends. That's a great
pull. I'll tell you right now.
It's a great
Facebook. When you have those friends that constantly look for the oh my God, sorry for your loss and all that other bullshit. Like when they throw out that subliminal need prayers now, that friend need prayers now. Please send prayers. They haven't told you at all what the prayers are for, and they might have pulled a hangnail or something. Who knows? But send prayers now. And you're like, oh, sending prayers. I love you. You're the best. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I don't need those.
I don't have the
Tell
energy.
me what's wrong when you say that.
Tell you what, I don't have the energy for that anymore in my life. I really don't. I really don't.
Yeah. Wait, which girl am I? Says B. You're low maintenance. You're which girl am I? That's a good question. Yeah.
I think B is low maintenance.
She's low maintenance.
I've only met her a few times, but I think she's awesome.
She's super awesome, adventurous. She'll go out and do any adventure we say. Like she's just incredible.
I love the hell out of B, and she is low maintenance.
She is 100%. Let's see. That's right. Willing to do whatever. Wink says that case.
That case says, don't be a pussy when eating pizza and other foods. It's the way it's been for 100 years.
Yeah, don't be a pussy. True. Yeah, that's true. What we were saying at the bar. Like
100%
the guy was eating this pizza with a fork and knife. It was a cheese pizza.
Cheese.
It might have had a little bit of a basil leaf on it, but for the most part, it was a cheese pizza. What are you carving it up and eating with a fork for? You are a grown ass man. Take it with your fingers and fold it up and eat it like a grown man. Eat it in 3 bites like we all fucking do. And then get another piece and drill that 16-inch pizza. Eat it all because we're all fucking men and fat and we like food. Just what are you doing? Stop it.
Yeah. You don't have to fucking tell me twice because I looked at the guy and I elbowed you and I elbowed you.
You were
I was like, look at this fucking clown.
Guy. Yeah. And then just like your wife would say, will you fucking
and then
settle down?
Yeah, and then everybody was like, you're a little bit loud. I think he might have heard you.
Matt's going to get the chance to find that. What? Matt's going to get the chance to find that 7 after this. Okay.
Cute. Hasmic says cute low maintenance.
Yeah,
he's 100% right.
I think we're all on board.
Yeah. Zach says that's right. Willing to do whatever.
Yeah.
Think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever.
Bruins 1970 says 6.
6. Yeah.
Not 100% sure what that means, but maybe he's talking about a girl who's a 6.
Yeah. Sure. Give me a 6 who's adventurous.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Whatever. I'll tell you what. the adventurism and the low maintenance makes a 6 and 8.
100% sure.
Yeah.
100% true.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
100% true.
Yes.
B says Matt's going to get the chance to find that 7 after this.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I mean, maybe he's just saying, you're moving on after her.
Maybe.
K says that's fucking it, boys.
Yeah.
It's Saturday night in Montreal.
Yeah.
Zach, we're with you, buddy. We're gonna make the best of this goddamn situation. That's 100% sure. That's 100% true. Adrian says now we need lists of top 5 concerts. Ooh,
okay, that's a good one. Actually, we were talking about Adrian. We were talking about top 10 albums earlier at the bar because that's what men do, and we were just spitting.
I mean, we were there for 10 hours.
Yeah, we were there. Right. We went movies and everything, but top 5 concerts I've been to. 1, U2 a month after 9/11. That's 1. Bruce Springsteen 2000 in TD Garden. That's 2. I would say that let's see, Billy Joel at Fenway. That's in there. I also saw, I'll tell you what, I saw Gordon Lightfoot in like Lowell, in like a Lowell auditorium or somewhere. That was fantastic.
You know what that says to me?
I'm old as fuck.
That is correct.
Yeah. And then I think another one. I saw Eric Clapton 3 times. He was always great.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, the other one is Tom Petty with Jackson Brown.
Oh.
I don't know. It was 2000-ish, 2001. Tom Petty with Jackson Brown opening was fantastic. So those are probably the ones.
I saw the U2, the Joshua Tree tour.
Yeah.
When they played the album front to back. U2 is one of my favorites, so that was great.
Yeah.
I tell you what, for me, not Matty, but for me, the Snow Patrol concert is in my top 5. It was sensational. Really, really good. I would say the Cranberries we saw in a small venue in Boston.
We did Orpheum.
At the Orpheum.
That was a great one.
That was a great concert.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Boston, which is another one of my favorites, at Great Woods. And we saw the Black Crows
we did
at Great Woods, and they are one of my favorite bands. And I did not see any of it.
Here's a funny. Smitty gets shit faced before this concert even starts, and we're sitting in the thing, and he's like, "Boy, I can't wait for them to play Remedy." So they play Remedy. He's sound asleep. We're walking out of the concert. He says, Jesus, that was pretty good. Did they play Remedy? Yeah. You even woke up and were like, they're playing my song. Like, shoved me. They're playing my song. He didn't know. We walked out. He's like, did they play Remedy? Yeah. He was sound asleep. I've never seen anybody fall asleep at a concert that was pretty loud. I've never seen that in my life.
I gave him my car keys.
He's like, take my car keys. Yeah. Once he realized that Remedy played, and
you drove home.
Yeah, that was a classic.
Yeah,
for sure. Our Florida Garden. Did Carolina throw us a bone tonight? Sip a Sam Adams Summer Brew. Hey, Sam Adams Summer is a classic.
We love a good Sam Summer.
Oh my God, Sam Porchrocker.
Sam Porchrocker right is a top 10 beer of all time.
It is
in the summertime, especially.
Yes.
You can drink that shit.
Oh my God, it's lemony
day.
And Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy are 2 lemony type of beers that you should try to find. Florida Garden, 100%. But I'm with you on the Sam Summer. And I'll tell you what, I was actually in a focus group when before Sam Adams Light come out.
Yeah.
And I was in a focus group. We were there like an hour and a half drinking all sorts of samples. I had no idea it was Sam Adams Light. After it, they told us, this is going to be Sam Adams Light coming out soon. Then they made us force fed us 3 pieces of pizza so we could drive home. Best $150 ever made. It's great.
Here's a very good question.
Okay. How's the girls there? Here's a good question. It is a good question. I'll tell you what, the places we've been to, 90% men. Honestly, haven't seen a lot of women. We went to La Cage. What is it called? La Cage.
La Cage.
Their bartenders were pretty good looking. Yeah, they were. And they were really cool. They were nice. I mean, they were pleasant. Didn't see a lot of, other than that, I mean, I just didn't, there were a lot of men wherever we went. Right?
Sure.
I mean, there were.
Sure.
There were a lot of men.
The girls here are beautiful. They're beautiful.
I don't know about that.
Half of them smoke cigarettes, but the girls here that we've seen have been attractive.
Yeah, I mean the people who work there and stuff. Yeah, sure,
been attractive.
Yeah,
the girls are nice. Bruins
people smoke here a lot more than I'm used to at home.
If you are looking for cute girls, Montreal, you should visit. That's all. I'll leave it at that. Leave it at that.
Okay, maybe I'm past my prime there.
French sluts are the best. Bruins 1970.
Plus,
says that case. We didn't say they were sluts.
No,
we didn't say that. No, we wouldn't condone those comments.
We don't condone any slut activity.
I don't. I mean, we do condone slut activity, but we're not condoning calling people sluts.
Okay, all right. I guess. Thanks for clarifying that.
I mean,
slut activity. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, we could, I guess. Yeah, right.
You guess, or do you not guess? Do you like it when girls do sexual things or not?
Well, if you're with a girl who's you want to be sexual with, I like that.
So sure. you like the activity, but you're not condoning calling someone a slut.
No, never condone that. Yeah. No, that's what outrageous.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Be respectful of all.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's it.
100%. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach,
my dad is from Montreal.
So many good times there.
Yeah, I mean Montreal's a great city. I'll be honest with you. It reminds me a lot of Boston. How it's laid out.
Yeah, it's a very similar kind of European, smallish city.
A lot of high rise. A lot of narrow streets with high rise.
Narrow streets. High rise.
It reminds me a lot of Boston.
It really does. And the people are not friendly, just like Boston. They're not friendly. But you know, if you get to know actual people, good people.
I'll tell you what, the people here largely have been pretty friendly to us.
People have been great to us.
And I think it's because we're American and we're against the 8 ball and we're about to die.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably
people have been fantastic. People have been fantastic.
They have been great to us. They really have.
They really have.
Yeah. 1000%. Zaddy for the C. I'm with you, Bruins, 1970.
Yeah.
We talked about in the episode that's out now. Check it out on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Zadorov for at least for a captain, at least assistant captain, and I would keep him. You know, I've changed my tune on him from the beginning. I thought it was a bad contract to start. I think it's a far less bad contract now, just because of the intangibles he's bringing. I think he's the type of guy you have to roll with and change the culture with.
I think he should be part of the leadership group.
Yes, and I think he's more of the, like, you know, get your shit together kind of guy. Yeah, that they need in the locker room.
I think he's a guy who could have the tough conversations with people.
Yes,
more so than maybe a McAvoy could. So I feel like he should be part of the leadership group, whether it's a captain or an alternate captain. He should be in that mix for sure, 100%. Zach Hayes said French sluts are the best. You know, we don't know anything about that.
No. Yeah,
nothing. Pasta for the C. I would be okay with that too, because I think he's grown a lot. I think he's matured a lot over the course of the season. I think he's shown some leadership capabilities. I think he's stuck up for teammates, like Swayman, even if Swayman maybe isn't the most popular guy amongst the team.
Right.
I think he stuck up for him recently.
He did.
So he's grown a lot, and I think he's grown into that role. Whether he wants that role, I think, is a different story.
Well, that's it. And I don't know if I want him to have the role.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'd rather him just score goals and be the offensive player he is.
Right.
And not have to worry about the other shit.
Sure.
Like, give it to Zadorov and McAvoy or whatever, and that's it. Like, let Pastrnak do his thing. Like, I don't know if he wants that heaviness and that responsibility, and I don't know if I want to give it to him. To be honest with you, just go score goals. Don't fuck it up. Like, don't give him shit that he doesn't need to have. Just go score goals. That's all. That's what you need. The team sucks without him. Boys, please rewatch this video tomorrow before tomorrow night's post game because I really want to hear your response when you're sober. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
this is probably something that we won't watch back.
Yeah, this is going to go in the annals.
It's going to be one of those things that goes up on YouTube and we just leave it alone.
Yeah.
And we don't look back on it ever again. And just kind of be like, yeah, we were there for that.
Mm-hmm.
We stepped up. We did our duty that we needed to do. And we showed up when we had to show up. And you're lucky that we're here in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, honestly. I mean, you are. We walked in the rain.
We did. It's raining. It was miserable. We're half drunk, and we found our way back to the hotel in time to get this thing done.
Guess you guys are the bad luck, says John DeRoshi. Yeah, I mean, we've been here 80. We're going to end up doing 81 games out of 82 this year. So I guess we're the bad luck, but we've been doing this podcast for four seasons.
Yeah,
and we went through a historic season. We're doing this podcast, so maybe not. But hey, if we're the bad luck, I hopefully they can change their luck next year and be better.
In person, are we the bad luck? I don't know about that.
I mean, maybe. I mean, but listen, this team's been shit for a while.
Yeah,
and we were just shit again on Thursday. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they played terrible Thursday, though. We'll be honest. After a decent first period, they'd be terrible second, third period.
Correct.
So, maybe we are bad. Don't come back to Montreal.
Zach K says old fashioned in Manhattan's, which I am 100%.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Who's Cinderella Man? One of my favorite movies of all time.
You guys,
Cinderella Man. You guys kill me. LOL.
Yeah,
listen.
We tell you,
one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
We talked about it earlier today.
Yeah.
We were talking about our top 10 movies of all time.
Yeah.
And Mr. Matty Berry says Cinderella Man is in the mix.
I tell you what, it might be my favorite movie ever. Russell Crowe, Renee Zellweger, the old James Braddock story about coming back from the dead to beat Max Baer. It's an amazing movie directed by Ron Howard. See it. It's hard to find. It was one of those summer movies that came out, kind of underrated. And it's so good. Like, see Cinderella Man. Now, don't forget to sleep butt to butt. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to do front to butt.
No. You don't want to do pole to pole.
No, pole to pole. No.
So what we got happening is I'm on one bed and Maddie's on another bed.
Yeah, I'm on a chaise lounge.
Matt's on a futon.
Yeah.
So
because I'm 5'6" and these guys are taller than me.
Yeah.
So
I lucked out in
that's what it is.
Situation.
Yeah. Did you guys pay tariffs being Americans to drink Canadian beer? I'll tell you what, Canadian beer here sucks. I mean, Molson and all that. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of domestic beer. I've drank too much good beer lately to go backwards, and I feel like that's all skunk piss. Like all that stuff.
I liked the Molson Canadian. I didn't like the Molson Export. We didn't have any Labatt's while we were here.
Yeah.
But the Molson Canadian was pretty good. And then we moved over to Blue Moon because it was just something we could all agree on. So we had pictures and pictures of that. And that's what we did. But, beer in general, no tariffs. No tariffs.
No.
But
no. I'll tell you what, people have been great with us, and we had no problem going through the customs.
We spent a lot on the beers.
Yeah, we did. Time for poutine offshoot. I love poutine. I live in Maine, so I get some poutine here and there. I love poutine. I really do. I've made it at home.
I'm not a huge poutine fan because I like my French fries crispy. So the French fries soggy in the gravy. I'm not a fan of that necessarily. But if you give me crispy French fries with gravy and the cheese curds, I'm in. But that's a little bit of a tough ask. I don't want to be the high maintenance guy at the restaurant who's saying, I need my French fries crispy before you give me the poutine.
No. I'm a big fan of poutine though. Didn't have any here though. We had a good bagel at Tommy's Cafe. If you're out here, go to Tommy's Cafe.
Tommy's
made a good latte.
Yeah, good macchiato.
Good and there was a Bruins fan at the counter.
She was a big fan of ours.
She was.
And she had a picture taken with Brad Marchand and it was exceptional.
How about Jay-Z wants to go drinking with us? Hey,
anytime.
Where are you?
Jay-Z, are you in town? Because if you were in Montreal, hit us up in the DMs on Twitter.
Yeah.
And we will go drinking with you.
Yeah, right now.
I mean, that's how we roll.
Sure.
We are fans.
Where are you? But if you're in, Kazakhstan.
Yeah, if you're in someplace else other than Canada, then it's not going to happen.
Can't help you. What else? Only a few Bruins have 440 plus goal season in history. True. Yeah. I mean, it's absolutely true. And Pastrnak's going to shatter all sorts of records. He has almost 400 goals. He's probably going to end up with at least 700 goals in his career.
Yes.
I mean, he's 28 years old. Mm-hmm. He's probably going to end up with 700, maybe even 800 goals. He may scratch the surface of getting close to 100%. Ovechkin.
100%.
Because he scores tons of goals. So I agree with that. And Sweens likes to act like he wins trades, so Minton will get a chance. Yeah. Minton's going to get a chance. We've talked about it a million times.
We have.
They need a miracle at center. They need a miracle at center. If they can't figure out center, they won't be a Stanley Cup contender for a long time. They have to figure out center.
They do. And I think it starts with the draft pick.
Yeah.
It starts with this draft pick coming this year. Yeah. Can they get a Michael Misa? Can they get a Jake O'Brien or Desnoyers or Hagens?
If Anton Frundell is Alexander Barkov, then great. If he's not, then you're fucked. I mean, then you're back to square one. Let's see.
Here's a good one.
Never seen Matty like this. Booze does you good. Keep yakking, says Cinderella Man. It's a rare occurrence nowadays, but we get after it. Like I said, we were there at 12:30 watching the Rangers Devils for some reason.
Yeah. Hasmick says we're a little out of focus.
Yeah, of course we are.
Yeah.
The team sucks.
Look, we're in a hotel room.
Yeah.
And we're trying to make this thing work.
Yeah.
Up against a backdrop of a curtain that outside is Montreal.
Yeah.
We could open up you want to see
the
see
team
more
blows.
There you go. There's a little more of what it actually looks like out there. I don't know.
Yeah.
There it is.
Sucks.
Team stinks.
Yeah, it's bad. This is as bad as it's been since 06-07 and 96-97.
Really that's a great comment.
As men, we all want peace more than anything. Oh my God, Zachary. What a great quote. What a great comment. Yes. At this stage in my life,
100%
peace. Like, as my mother used to say when I was a kid, just give me some peace and quiet.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Like, just give me some peace and quiet. Now I know what she meant.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, Ma. I get it. Just want some peace.
Yeah.
That's all.
We don't need the drama.
No.
We don't need the high maintenance. We don't need the I need to go out here or go there or whatever.
No.
Yes. Peace and quiet.
Peace and quiet.
Peace.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace and hand grease.
100%, Zach Case. Yeah. Great comment.
That's a great comment. Hope he didn't get grease on his blouse. The Shawn Michael. No, not yet. No. I've never had a 10, but I've had 5 good 2s. Hey, Bruins, hey, don't sleep on 5 good 2s. We were talking about this tonight. Actually, you mentioned it. That sometimes lesser down the scale girls love you more. Like try harder. You know what I mean? Like just appreciate you more. You know what I mean?
100%. And look, neither one of us is great looking, so we're not pulling any kind of 10s or anything like that.
Almighty.
But yeah.
Well, we had a couple of 10s. I mean, your wife's a 10, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. She's a 10. She's a 10 in your mind.
Yes,
right.
100%.
Yeah, 10s everywhere.
Got lucky right there.
Yeah. Oh my God, over your skis. Like
my God, coverage. Outkick the coverage. 100%.
Yeah. Yes. We both have several times. Was Mary Jane involved that night, Smitty?
Tell you what. And we were walking back from wherever we were, not even sure where it was.
Right.
And we were talking a little bit about the Mary Jane.
There's a ton of Mary Jane around here. Like we're walking the streets and we smell it constantly.
As soon as we stepped out of the bar today, as soon as we left the sports bar to go to, we were going to Hurley's. We left Lacage. We left Lacage, which is a sports bar in downtown Montreal, which we spent, many, many hours at. As soon as we step outside of that to go to Hurley's, weed smell, pot smell, Mary Jane smell, right away, immediately. And we were talking about it, and we decided that, if the opportunity presented itself, maybe we'd be interested. But none of us know where, obviously in certain places, Massachusetts is legal. Maine, I don't know if it is.
It's legal.
It's legal. Yeah. So you could go somewhere in either of those places and get it. But up here,
no idea. We don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, no idea where you can get it. Yeah. But if someone approached us and was like, "Hey, we got a little Mary Jane. You guys interested?" Yeah, we would be.
Yeah, we would be.
But
don't lace it with shit.
Yeah. We struck out in that.
But I'll tell you what,
struck out in that area.
A lot of weed smell here.
Tons of weed.
And I thought Maine was bad.
Tons of weed.
This is a lot. The SARS concert, or what the fuck it was, in Toronto, early 2000s, where AC/DC stole the show from the Stones. Chris Stapleton, 2016-ish.
Oh, he's given his best concerts.
Black Keys, early 2000s. Banff. Pearl Jam, Olympic Grounds, 2008, Sunset. Yeah, those all look really good.
Sounds fantastic.
Chris Stapleton, we were talking about today.
I would love to see Chris Stapleton. He is 100% on my list of guys I want to see. I'd like to see Pearl Jam, and I'd like to see him at Fenway.
Yeah, Black Keys are at MGM Fenway.
And whether or not you guys come with me or not is an entirely different story. But I am going to see Pearl Jam at Fenway Park. I'm going to see Chris Stapleton.
Yeah.
And
Bender's concert at Pearl Jam.
Bender's concerts are 100% on the horizon.
Yeah. Smitty's buying. Tommy Anderson is saying we have been eliminated from the playoffs despite the win. Yes, we have, because Montreal won. And it eliminated the Bruins.
Correct.
So Montreal is probably going to get the second wild card spot. Ottawa is first. So the Bruins are done. Get this. My dad is a Bruins fan from Montreal. He's not
a francophone,
but a WAP. I'm half a WAP. So Zach Haste.
Yeah. I mean, you can be or can't be a Canadiens fan. Yeah. We're fine with it either way.
Yeah. Either way.
We're obviously
playing the playoffs, and you're dead to me.
Yeah. Dead to me. Yeah. We're Bruins fans. That's how we roll.
Montreal had a lot of WAPs back in the day. Yeah. Well, Montreal, I'll tell you, back in the day, there were some players that I just couldn't stand.
Oh, Haswick says Hampus should get a letter. What do you think of that?
You know what? That's another guy that I would consider. I would consider McAvoy, Hampus, Zadorov.
Do you need to have a forward with a letter?
No, I don't think so. Do you?
All defense.
Is that a thing?
I'm just saying, like, as an alternate, do you need to have a forward?
I would
part of the group.
Here's one thing I think of captains, and I've coached basketball for a long time.
Sure.
If I don't feel I have captain material, I don't announce one. I don't have a captain.
Mm-hmm.
And I started that years ago. So I'm saying I pick the 3 best leaders I have, and those guys get the letters.
Do you pick it, or should the team pick it?
I used to be team, but team becomes a friendly popularity bullshit thing. It sounds good in theory, but I think the coaches should pick the guys who they feel are the best extension of the team.
I think I agree with you. I think a coach should be able, a coach knows better than the team or the teammates know who is kind of a guy who can lead and be a leader and have the tough conversations. Cause I think that's a huge part of it for a captain is a player that's willing to call out his peers if they're not doing what they need to be doing. And that's kind of what you need from a captain. So I think Hampus Lindholm could be that guy. I think Charlie McAvoy kind of could be that guy. I think he's more of a lead by example. I think Nikita Zadorov 100% is that kind of guy.
Sure.
And I'm not sure Pastrnak is that guy, but I think he gets the benefit of the doubt because he's one of the best
longevity
players.
is
because he's one of the best players.
Right.
And that gives him a certain cachet within the rest of the team.
Sure. I think that's true. All right, a few more and then we'll get going. Pasta and Geekie with a boatload of points tonight. Personally want us to tank, but it's nice to see us to fight. And the guys, look at Tyler. I think that the team needed to win. You know, there's a part of it that's like, you know, if they keep losing, then does it affect like next year and like the whole confidence and karma of the team? Like sometimes you just need to win a game.
You don't want to have a culture.
We just lose.
That's built on losing.
Yeah, you don't.
You want to have a culture that's built on winning players and winning a winning culture. I think this is
a good time to win.
And good positivity. Yeah. And you don't want to be the team that sets the record for most consecutive losses. You don't want to be part of that thing.
Yeah.
You don't want David Pastrnak to be part of that thing.
No.
So it's good that they won now. But yeah, they should lose the rest because it would benefit them in the long haul for them to lose. And you want the draft pick, you want the impact talent, you want the player, the center that's going to help you down the line. Yeah. So yeah, it's great they won a game to stop the losing streak, but in the grand scheme of things, you want them to lose the rest, and get the good draft pick.
Well, right now, I mean, top 4 is where you need to be because it seems like the top 4 are better than the next few.
Yeah.
So those are the guys you want. So if they're in top 4, they're in good shape. The sea change Marcy's play. It will change passes too. I'm afraid of that, Hasmick, to be honest with you. I don't want the extra responsibility on him. Just go and score goals. You know, have somebody else be give it to Andrew. I don't give a shit. Give it to Andrew Peeke. I don't care.
We've talked about this before where we said Marchand's probably felt a little bit of the weight of the D.
He did. He talked about it
because his game is being a little bit more of an agitator, a little bit more on the edge, a little bit less respect, and a little bit more in your face.
Right.
And as the captain, that's a tough line.
It is
to kind of toe, to kind of be in the middle of that.
Absolutely.
So I think it did take away from his game a little bit.
Yes.
I think it kind of held him back from being the kind of player that we all wanted him to be, and that he's the best at, that when he's the most successful, when he's himself, he's a little bit more on the edge and a little bit less, I'm going to respect my team, my opponents and that kind of thing. He needs to be a little bit more on the edge, a little bit more, antagonistic to kind of get under the skin of guys. And I don't think that's what a captain necessarily does.
No, I'm with you. Zach says that Molson sucks and that Blue Moon is good. I think Zach and I should hang out more.
I think that's 100% true.
I think we're right. I think he's right on it.
I think he is.
Blue Moon is great. Now I'll tell you what, game changer. Put a lemon in your Blue Moon. Put a lemon in it, not an orange. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna put this up because we just want this for posterity's sake.
Enjoy yourselves. You deserve it. Yes, Bruins.
Yeah,
1970.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you.
We do deserve it.
We do deserve all the goodness in the world. Yeah, you're right. Are you guys downtown close to Old Montreal? We are downtown.
We are downtown.
Near St. Catherine Street.
We are a block and a half away from St. Catherine's.
Rue something or other street, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, they're all Rue.
St. Catherine's, Crescent, all in the sort of the 1 mile radius.
Yeah.
We're right downtown.
We are downtown. We walked everywhere.
We did.
We walked everywhere.
We didn't Uber at all. One time.
It was all walking. Yeah. We walked to the Bell Center. We walked to the concert. We walked everywhere.
Yeah. We've
been walking our asses off.
Yeah.
So, killing calories, but then adding them in with the beers. So there you go.
Hard-working group. Yeah. Let's see. When you're 88 years old on your deathbed, you won't regret banging anyone. Bang them all, you youngins, says Zach. You won't regret it, says Zach.
Look, we were actually talking about this earlier tonight too, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with banging ones or banging any girls in particular.
Right.
What it has to do with is experiences.
Yes,
and we're both at the point in our lives now where we would rather have experiences like this.
Yes,
or going to a concert or going to the Canadiens game or traveling then we want a sweatshirt or a pair of socks or a pair of underwear
the experience.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So at this point in our lives, we want the experiences. We want to go to a concert. We want to travel. We want to do fun things like this. We would like to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, it's more about living life and having something that you can look back on and say, wow, remember when we did that?
Yeah.
Then getting a t-shirt or getting a sweatshirt for Christmas. So
well, there you go.
There it is.
Sweatshirt for Christmas equals oral sex. What else?
Hasmick says, I thought weed was legal in Canada. Well, if it is, we have not found any stores.
It is legal. I haven't seen any dispensaries.
No.
But I'll tell you what, I smelt it on everybody.
Everybody has
every single person.
Everybody around us is smoking.
They smoke the shit out of it.
Yeah.
There are stores in Quebec. Ask your hotel lobby guy where. Okay, Zach. Great.
All right.
Yeah, I will do that.
I mean, we probably will.
Good insight. Didn't look at it that way. You're right. Build the culture, says Tyler. Yeah. Culture is important with this team. They just don't have a great one right now. They lost it. They had a good one for a long time and they lost it. So, the night is limitless for you guys, says Zach.
And on that note, I think we wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we're done. Bruins winning 5-1. They have 71 points. They're still fourth worst in the league, which is great. We have had beers and great times in Montreal, which is great. Tomorrow night, they play Buffalo, 6 p.m. start Eastern time, and we will do the post game if we're there. Who knows?
If we're able.
But, hey, great comments tonight. Love all you people.
Yeah.
It's been a great season. We're going to finish up strong. We'll see you tomorrow night. Go Bruins.
Thanks a lot.
Au revoir.